Okay, so today we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be finding the marginal rate of substitution between M and C, so money and consumption. So what's the equal trade-off? Okay, so let's get curious about it. What do we want? We want. Well, we gotta look for the correct stuff here. So we want to look for movements. This movement and that movement, these are good because that's consumption, that's money. That's C and that's M, and that's what we need to be figuring out the trade-off for. And I'm just looking at it here, and I'm like, you know what might work? The red, but look, and now we're back to black, right? The one song, everyone knows what I'm talking about. And I go back to black. We just gotta, you know what? I have a beautiful singing voice. Everyone knows that. Everyone's been commenting that I gotta do more singing, and you'd be right. And my mom would probably disagree, actually, but teach their own. Anyway, so what are we doing here? Okay, we're kind of laying down the foundation. We're not there yet, but we're laying down the foundation to find the marginal rate of substitution. It's not perfect just yet because we're going to have things on the right side that we don't really want. And then we're going to have to find a way to get rid of it. So bear with me while I figure out what I want to do here. I think the person that sung that song overdosed and has now died. I'm fairly certain. But, so I don't know what that... Anyway, sorry, that doesn't have anything to do with economics, actually. A little bit of a fun fact for you. Okay, so I hope you see what I did there, and maybe I should actually explain it in more detail. But essentially, I've put... well, you see... I have that up here, and maybe you can kind of see what I'm underlining this. You're seeing that right here, okay? And then you're seeing this right down here. And we know that this is obviously equal to, well, that right there. So that's going on that side, and that's why it's just being divided by. Maybe you didn't need that explanation, and maybe you didn't need to know that person overdosed and died. And now I actually want to make sure that's true. Back to black. I don't want to be spreading misinformation on the internet. Great singer, but Amy Winehouse, is that true? Yeah, Amy Winehouse. Oh, it's true. She did die, didn't she? Amy Winehouse. Wait, give me a moment here. I'm still looking up. Amy Winehouse died. Oh, age of 27. Wow. That's really quite sad. Well, if someone's figuring out that Amy Winehouse is dead right now by watching this YouTube video, I am very sorry about that because this is the worst place to learn it because now we're getting right back to the MRS. Unfortunately, we just have no time to be grieving. Anyway, these are canceling out. So you're left with B less D. You just, you know what I'm going to say, okay? You know what I'm going to say. Or maybe you don't. I don't know you. I have no clue who you are. You're a stranger to me. You could have no idea what I'm talking about right now. I wouldn't know. I also wouldn't care, if I'm being completely frank. My name's... I'm not even going to make that joke. Not after I found out what happened to Winehouse. I can't do it. I can't see myself doing that. And by the way, okay, you know what's happening to the right side because we got to simplify it. And again, I'm all for it. Now, you're going to see something here, and it's going to be a throwback to what we did last episode. And so you might be screaming at the... You might be screaming at the YouTube video, for me to do this, but you just got to be patient because I'm going to do it right now. This right here is a beautiful thing to see because this will give us, and I'm not going to, fine, I'll scroll up. You've convinced me. You've utterly convinced me. Where is it? This, and then you flip it over, you do a little thing, and you know what's going to happen, okay? I hope I explained that thoroughly. So it sounds like I did to me, but, you know. Anyway, it's going to be 1 over, 1 less 1. It's all over 1 plus RT, and then 1 plus pi at t plus 1, okay? All right, so, and this is, come on now, don't even play with me, right? Because that's the Fisher relationship. See, now this is why we solved the Fisher first, because you need the Fisher to kind of like break it down funky style. So that gives you 1 less 1 over 1 plus IT. And I'm gonna do this step by step here. This algebra is not difficult, but it's worth going over. So I'm gonna just go over it. You might be yawning, stretching your arms, putting on your sleeping gown because you might find this boring, but I'm gonna do it for those that are, you know, still learning the ropes. Okay? Just follow my lead. Just hold my hand. All right? If you're kind of dog at math, this is just helpful. All right? So see what I did there? I multiplied this side and divided it by the same thing. You got to factor that in, okay? Boom, boom. You're left with IT over 1 plus IT, okay? And I know all the math geeks out there. I know all the math bozos are being, well, but like, you know, some of us struggled with math, okay? Jeez. And that's basically what it's supposed to look like. So now you can, you know, we've kind of left him out here, but you can bring him back. All over. And would you look at that? I mean, isn't that beautiful? I think it's beautiful. And by the way, just to kind of, this right here, by the way, this is really ugly. That T does not look, that T looks like it's had better days. Because IT is so close to 0, this is essentially just like saying IT. Like it's so like, I guess maybe like a insignificant change that IT over 1 plus IT is essentially IT. It's very, very close. So that's your MRS, which is your sort of like your trade-off in choosing either money or to consume, right? And then, you know, I guess that is kind of like the question that you should be asking yourself. Should I save money? Should I spend money? And, you know, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You already know what to do, man. You guys stop with all the subscriptions, man. You know what to do. And next day we're going to be doing steady states. I'm not doing steady states right now because it's a long process. You've got a lot of them. And it's just not my priority today. But thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.